Hey YouTube, I was actually just about to text out someone this story, and I think this would be easier than trying to manipulate a little phone keyboard, no one of those. So, well, there we go, you get a video, aren't you thrilled? Um, Sometimes you hear something that's so ridiculous it'll take you back, and if it was presented in a way of comedy or in seriousness or in any way when you know something insane is going to be said. If you're listening to one of those crazy people in the corner that scream and yell and all that, you know they're going to say something weird. If you listen to, a comedian, you know he might string a couple words together to be funny, talking about, I don't know, peanut butter and cat food sandwiches, but when you're not expecting insanity, you can't work with it as well as you think you can. These were a couple older guys that went to the gym at the same time as me. And they would just hang out on the treadmills, do their thing, and I would always finish my cool down on the treadmill, so I'd be next to them for a little bit. I almost always have my iPod with me for there because I try to focus on me. And, you do get to know people at the gym. You either give them a spot or you wait for things and you chat. So people, even if they're not trying to be social and they're focused on their exercise, you wind up being a little social anyway. I didn't know them or anything like that. As I said, they would spend almost their whole time on the treadmill yelling at the news. So I did the best I could to tune them out with some music. Well, one day, of course, it was a day where all my lifts were terrible. I was already in a bad mood and all that. And not like in a foul, cranky, but just kind of a downer. When you have an off day at the gym, for me, it just sucks it out of you. But, so I'm there, and of course, as a day, I don't have my iPod, so I have to listen to these guys berate the news as they're on their treadmill. I'm finishing up. And in a kind of condescending way, they were trying to educate me, since I was a youngin', about politics. And basically it was rhetoric that wasn't really even good, and how it was a very talking down tone, too, which was not a very good way to make people like you when you're educating them and you're looking down because they're younger than you. They didn't know what I was doing with my life or anything like that, or my background, or they just wanted to speak down, and whatever. Sometimes older people get cranky, and I know I wasn't misinterpreting this because of the way they were talking versus how they would interact with each other. So it wasn't me being a soft shell or anything. So one of them said something that just was one of those situations where I was so taken back I couldn't run with the situation and have some fun with it even, which is the biggest regret of this. Wanted to let me know. Now you get ready for this. This is going to be the political doorbuster. This is way past the 9/11 conspiracies. This is the important one. Ronald Reagan, the former president, blocked Obamacare. Yeah, that's what happened. I didn't want to. I wanted to go somewhere, do something with this, but I couldn't. I had nothing. I was so taken back with such an insane statement. Reagan passed away before that. He was no longer the president. And Obamacare, obviously, the ACA passed. It wasn't... You can't open up the debate about the ACA a good idea, bad idea, indifferent, or Reagan's presidency. There was nothing I could figure how to go with after that. It was just like, what? I think the best I eked out was like, oh, okay. I didn't know that. I managed to be so shortened, I think I skipped the last 5 minutes on the treadmill and just went and was aghast in the locker room and probably spent the rest of the day giggling about it. So yes, there's your political learnings from random old people at the gym. We don't have the ACA because Ronald Reagan, he blocked it up. So don't believe your healthcare plan that says that you've enrolled in it. Reagan got you. He's got you from the grave. So there's a zombie Ronald Reagan out there who's screwing your healthcare up. Just to keep an eye out, because I really am worried about what zombie LBJ is going to do to you. Have a good one, guys.